You are sitting in the amphitheatre. You feel a shiver of excitement run through the crowd as you wait for the games to begin. Welcome to English with Ideas. First come the beast fights. Gates open and all manner of animals are driven into the arena. Some you recognize like bears or boars, but others you have seen only in artworks before, like that lion snarling at its captors. You've heard that the great arena in Rome shows exotic beasts from all over the empire, and you wonder about all of the strange creatures that inhabit this vast empire and the unknown world beyond. Now, trained hunters come in to face the beasts with spears and nets. Some of the animals are forced to fight one another instead, and the crowd cheers and chatters excitedly at this display of ferocious violence. The smell of animals, blood, and churned sand reaches you, even up here in the seating area. By midday, the mood changes. Condemned criminals, the lowest of the low, are brought out into the arena and executed, as the law demands and the people crave. Many in the audience jeer and mock the prisoners, calling out that justice needs to be done. Others continue chatting and gossiping. The legal function is just another part of your society, like any other. You are quite hungry at this point, and you wave over a vendor walking among the seats, selling refreshments. You purchase some dates stuffed with nuts and cheese, along with a cup of watered wine to wash away the dust in your throat. The day is starting to heat up now, and the stone under you is warm to the touch. The afternoon brings with it the moment everyone has been waiting for, the gladiators. These are not condemned criminals to be thrown away. They are trained fighters, celebrities in some cases, with famous and celebrated careers. Yet, despite the gladiators' value, they are still extremely low down on the social hierarchy. Your heart beats more quickly as you look at these impressive figures standing on the sand, preparing for battle. They represent the most important Roman virtues: martial courage, toughness, the willingness to face death without flinching. Not to mention that to many, they are the ultimate symbols of male attractiveness and objects of desire. And while you have heard rumors of another city hosting a female gladiator show, you've never seen it yourself. The gladiators on the sand in front of you are split into different groups, depending on their equipment. Some are more heavily armored. Others carry different swords and weapons, while still others carry nets and tridents, like a fisherman would use. The fighters are paired off, and the fights begin. These are not brutal, no-rule brawls, but rather contests of skill and daring. The crowd shout advice at the fighters and discuss as if they themselves were experts. Gambling is rampant, and you have placed a bet on your favorite fighter, Spiculus. You get to your feet as the fight starts, hoping the smaller, faster man can overcome his more powerful opponent. The fight lasts longer than the others, and you can see that both men are exhausted. You groan, along with many in the crowd, as Spiculus takes a cut to the arm and backs away. He drops his weapon and raises his index finger towards the referee, a sign of surrender and a plea for mercy. The referee steps in, using his wooden staff to hold back the victor. He turns to the magistrate, the leader of the city, who will now decide if Spiculus will live or die. Most in the crowd call for mercy. He has fought well, after all. The magistrate makes his announcement. Spiculus will live to fight another day. You're happy about this, though you might not be so eager to bet on him in the future. By the time the last fight ends, the sun has sunk low in the sky, and your throat is raw from shouting. You exit with the crowd, down the stairways and through the arches, back onto the streets. After the heat and the dust of the arena, You are in desperate need of a bath. You smell your local bathhouse before you see it. Wood smoke curls up from the furnaces that heat the water by day and night, keeping the temperature comfortably warm. You relish the thought of a nice long soak as you approach. This establishment is privately owned, but cheap. Luckily, it has separate men's and women's bathing areas rather than segregated times like many places do. So you don't need to worry about the time you go to bathe. You pay your entrance fee and go to change. You leave your clothes neatly folded and enter the main room. Voices and laughter echo off the stone walls, along with the sound of splashing water. To one side, bath patrons are receiving massages from enslaved attendants. The air is warm, damp, and heavy with the smell of olive oil and perfumed creams. The warm stone beneath your feet already starts to relax you, and you are sweating. Taking some olive oil, you rub it onto your skin and then scrape the oil, dirt, and sweat off of your body with a metal tool. When you are finished, you head to the warm pools of water to soak, while chatting with the others there. Here, stripped of your clothes, the different levels of society mix and talk more freely than at any other time. Once you are ready to leave, you plunge into the cold pool. The shock of it steals your breath away for a moment, but leaves you feeling refreshed. After dressing, you step back out into the late afternoon. It's time to get some food before heading home to rest. You stop at a different eatery from this morning and buy a bowl of lentils, cooked soft, mixed with some fish sauce and pork sausage. You do not get to eat meat often, and so you enjoy this small treat. You pause, the food halfway to your mouth, and you sniff. The smell of smoke, but not the normal wood smoke of the baths or the cooking fires, but something sharper, more dangerous. That can mean only one thing: fire. A moment later, you hear shouting, and a group of men run past and down the street. Their faces are grim, and they are carrying axes and hooks. These watchmen are running towards the source of the smoke, likely an apartment block that has caught on fire. When they get there, they are going to tear down the buildings around the fire rather than to try to put it out directly. The most important thing is to stop the fire from spreading and consuming the whole city. You lean out the eatery door with the others there, and you feel a sense of guilty relief. The orange glow of the fire is coming from a different part of the city, away from your shop and home. The fear eases, but doesn't fully disappear. Either way, someone has lost everything tonight, and there is no guarantee of safety in a city where a single knocked-over oil lamp could burn an entire district. The sun has nearly set now, and it's time to hurry home. There is no public lighting on any street corner, and the nights here are very, very dark, and dark streets are full of danger. The rich have slaves to walk ahead of them with torches for protection. But you have only your 2 feet, and someone walking alone as you are is a prime target for thieves or worse. Thankfully, you make it home before darkness truly falls, and you enter back through your shop front. It's been an exciting day, far more so than usual. But tomorrow will be a day like any other. You will work, socialize, eat and bathe. You will make offerings to both gods and spirits for their continued blessings and protection against tragedy. You will continue to live as one of many millions of souls who exist in this Empire of Rome. This is the end of part 2 of A Day in Your Life in the Roman Empire. And now, it's your turn. Why do you think Roman society admired gladiators for their courage and discipline, yet kept them at the bottom of the social hierarchy? Do we have any similar contradictions today, perhaps with celebrities or athletes? Are there any places in our modern society where wealth and status matter less, such as in the Roman bathhouse? Or are we always separated by class and other factors? The ordinary citizens enjoyed watching violence and executions as a form of public entertainment and justice. Why do you think extreme violence was such a normal part of their culture? And what has changed in our modern culture, if anything? Has human nature really changed much since then? If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel or click the link in the description for the written article and a list of vocabulary. I'm Joe Tuckwell. See you next time.